Hi, welcome to Dark Goddess Moon Tarot. I'm Olivia, and this reading is going to be for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or any other major Pisces placements in your chart that are important to you right now. Even if you're not a Pisces, if this video started automatically playing for you, trust that there is a message in here for you. I'm going to actually start with an oracle message first because I just tried to film this reading and the energy was so hidden, Pisces. Your energy is so hidden right now. Like very, very, very blocked. And I literally was having cards come out and half the deck came out in a 20-minute reading. Literally half of the deck. I mean, I don't know if it was exactly half, but it was 30 something cards and it was still, the message was unclear. And that's very abnormal. That's never happened for me. So we're going to start with an oracle card from the Wandering Soul Oracle. I'll have it linked in the description. For anyone who wants to buy it directly from the artist, you can buy it from her on Etsy. Can we get an oracle message for Pisces about what this tarot reading needs to be about today? What does Pisces or anybody who's watching this video need to confront? I'm hearing. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to see? Thank you. Okay. Illusion on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the cards that popped out, we have Metamorphosis. Beautiful. I love that. Future predictions. Ooh, okay, so we'll do some future predictions. And then mortality. That is interesting. Very much death card energy, which ties into the metamorphosis. Maybe there's an illusion about a future prediction you're making. Let me see what Spirit wants to take from the, what wants me to read from the guidebook before we get into tarot. Illusion, okay. We all live surrounded by facades and illusions. The point is to know what is truly real and what is not. To know that where you are placing your faith is into what is real and true. To know that where you are placing your faith is into what is real and true. To do this, you need to lean upon your finely tuned instincts and listen to when it's telling you that something or someone is simply a mask. However, there are illusions that you choose to believe, isn't there? Even when you know better. You may look at someone and think, what a beautiful life they have, how perfect it all seems for them, and why you are denied that type of perfection. Deep down, you know the truth of the situation, so why are you choosing to deceive yourself? That's interesting, because didn't I say, what does Pisces need to confront? This is like a very strict message coming out, Pisces. I'm so sorry. I hope it's not too strict. It's only when you face the reality of that illusion that you will be free from it. You deserve better than to allow yourself to fall for falsehood and then lie to yourself about it when your instincts question it. Most people only show you what they want you to see, what they wish the rest of their existence was like. Remind yourself of the things that they are choosing to not disclose to the world, the parts that are kept private. Those are the parts which are usually the most human in nature and the ones full of honesty. In a world saturated with photoshopped images and meticulously laid out social media posts, be an island of truth and authenticity. You know what's interesting is this guidebook does not have a table of contents, and I pretty much just opened up to illusion, and then right next to it is metamorphosis, so we're going to read that one next. There are occurrences in our life that serve as markers in time. They are a line drawn which marks the time when life was one way and then became another. These markers do not need to be large, eventful happenings. A marker in your timeline can be a thought that was had, a message received, or a realization. You are currently neither in the before stage of the event nor the after stage. You are right in the middle of that marker being placed in your timeline. How does this divergence feel? How noticeable is it to you? How do you see yourself emerging from this? This event could be occurring at the subconscious level, meaning you may be unaware of it until the effects can be personally seen or felt. Perhaps you can sense this marker but can't understand it completely just yet. Remain patient during this time of expansion and growth. You are changing, and so is your life. You are changing, and so is your life. Growing pains are to be expected, so embrace them instead of fighting them. Lean into this process and trust in the timing of your metamorphosis. Okay. I'm not being called to read the other two yet, so let's get into tarot and see what Spirit wants to talk about. Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Walking away from something into the unknown. There are challenges ahead. Mountains in the tarot represent challenges, but you're walking towards them, away from these 8 cups, which they're not spilled or broken. But you're still walking away because you know, your soul knows, your higher self knows deep down there's something better for you on the other side. Of course, the card of illusions comes out. 7 of Cups represents illusions. Sometimes it's referred to as options, but and it can be, but it's very much, for me, you'll hear me reference it as the card of illusions quite a bit. Cloudy head, cloudy heart. What are these illusions about? Starting over with a new beginning? Yeah, because you're in the in-between. You're neither in the before stage nor the after. You're in the in-between. And maybe you have illusions about walking away and starting over at the beginning. 0. An illusion about starting over. What does Pisces need to walk away from? Remember, only take what resonates. If you don't feel like this is your reading, if you're not resonating so far, it's not your reading. Check your other placements. I recommend checking Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs because checking all 4 will give you a more well-rounded picture. Interesting. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is about a choice to come into a mutual, balanced union. Then we have the 3 of Cups, Death in reverse, and the Emperor. Oh my goodness, the Death card and Mortality out at the same time. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. When the Death card comes out in reverse, this means you're resisting a change. You're resisting a change. You're neither in the before nor the after. You're aware that change, metamorphosis, has to occur, but you're resisting it, Pisces. Because you have illusions about something, about the future, about what it would look like to start over on your own, I'm hearing. Oh. Okay, love, we're gonna, I think this is gonna be a long reading. Well, I will stay here as long as we need to get down to this. Maybe this is about love with the 2 of Cups, or if it's not about love, or a decision to come into mutual partnership with something. It could be about community and friendship. Maybe you don't want to leave a friend group or a community behind. The Emperor in reverse. We didn't talk about that yet, did we? Well, this can be a very disempowered energy. When the Emperor is in the upright, that is like the embodiment, regardless of gender. Tarot isn't about gender, it's about energy. And we all have these energies within us, no matter how you identify. So the Emperor in its upright state is a person who is very empowered. They've stepped into their power. So yeah, you have not stepped into your power yet. Why? I want to read the future predictions card. if I can find it. Oh my goodness. There we go. There is an occurrence that you felt would become a reality. You believed you could feel, hear, and see the wheels of the universe in motion as it brought this event to life. You can see now that this prediction wasn't wrong, it's just not going to happen as you thought it would. Most of this occurrence is going to erode away in front of you, but it is going to take form into something much better than you previously had hoped and imagined. Place your trust in the path before you. That's the Fool, babe. That's absolutely the Fool. The Fool places their trust in the path before them, even though they can't see. They don't know how steep that cliff is that they're about to walk off. But there could be a step right there, you know? Okay, sorry. Let me get back. I'm like very excited right now. Place your trust in the path before you and believe in your own powers of manifestation. To feel a degree of disappointment and sadness at this somewhat incorrect prediction is natural and should be felt. Lean into it and feel the loss of it and all you thought it would bring you. Lean into it and feel the loss of it and all you thought it would bring you. Then use it to reaffirm and rebuild. Metamorphosis is absolutely about rebuilding into something new. Allow it to wash over you. Then use it to reaffirm and rebuild. Spirit always has a plan for you, always has your best interests at heart. Even though it may not always feel that way, I'd like to add. There is a reason this plan fell through, but it will still take form. Trust in the timing and trust in the universe. That's the thing about trust. It's hard. It's easy to do when you can see the path that lies ahead, but it's really hard when you can't. When there's illusions clouding your vision of the path ahead, that makes it even harder. So not only can you not see this new way that the future is going to take hold after your metamorphosis, after you stop resisting the change, but then you have all of these other things clouding. So that makes it even harder to trust. But hopefully by the end of this reading, you'll feel more grounded within yourself and within your spirit team and within the universe. More grounded and more able to trust. I just heard starting over isn't for the weak. It's hard to start over. It's hard to start anew. You do have to be brave. Thank you. Anything else, Spirit? Queen of Swords and the Sun. The Queen of Swords is very brave. She's a very brave queen. She's a very independent queen who speaks the truth. She has clarity. She has clarity. She's illuminated. And the sun, we know, is like the ultimate happiness, celebration, but it's also illumination. Clearing up the illusion. Clearing up this illusion. It's going to be illuminated, Pisces. It might take some hard work and diligence with the Eight of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. What is this hard work that they can do? What is the hard work that Pisces needs to do in order to get the illumination they need, in order to clear up their illusions about the future, should they start over on their own? Or should they choose, if it's not starting over on your own, it might be about choosing a different path. I mean, you can relate this to anything. Leaving a good career behind because it's not fulfilling you could be an example. Or leaving behind the security of whatever you have to go into the unknown, to start over. So if it's not leaving behind a partnership with that Two of Cups, if it's not leaving behind a career, it could be a friend group. It could be, I mean, it really, take it how it resonates. So did I ask, how do they get clear? And then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. I just saw 1616 on the timer. That might be an angel number for someone. The Queen of Cups is the most intuitive psychic of the queens, of any of the court cards. She is the most, when she's in the upright, once again, it's not about gender, but this energy is very much the embodiment of being in touch with your emotions, your intuition. You already know the answer. You may feel very disconnected from your intuition right now because of the illusions and because perhaps a prediction you had made didn't come to fruition, like the guidebook said for future predictions card. But you're going to get clarity with the Ace of Swords and Epiphany. King of Wands in reverse underneath. So the clarity comes when you make the decision to allow the change happen. And one of the changes that needs to happen to get this clarity is becoming the leader of your own life. The King of Wands in the upright is the embodiment of being the leader of their own life, taking control. Entrepreneurship. Maybe this is about walking away from a stable job into being your own boss, or your own head of household. There's something's going to be illuminated for you, Pisces. You are going to illuminate it, though. You are the High Priestess, after all. Four of Swords in reverse. This is, I saw this already. It might have been when I was trying to film this reading the first time. Yeah, so there's a severe need to go within and reflect, self-reflection, while resting. The resting part is really important. Ten of Cups, ultimate happiness, ultimate dream come true. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think it was Future Prediction said. Like, it may not look like how you thought it was going to, but that it will still turn out wonderfully, beautifully after the metamorphosis. But you have to take a leap of faith on that to start over, to walk into the dark night. You have to take a deep I was going to say a deep leap of faith. Thank you, Spirit. But you have to stop self-sabotaging. With the Five of Wands in reverse here, Five of Wands is conflict, competition. But you're coming out of that. Comparison is the thief of joy. Didn't one of these cards was talking about like the illusions of comparison, comparing yourself to what others' lives may look like? Anything else, Spirit, before we move on to the next? What's the first step they can take? Or what's the next step they can take if they've already started taking steps? What's the next step they can take? I just heard clear it up and clear it out. Okay, and then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. So this might be a need to go back to the Two of Wands to make a decision before you can turn your dreams into concrete plans. Nine of Wands. Coming out of the energy of the wounded warrior. Allowing yourself to feel the feelings that you need, process the feelings that you need to. And you may be tired of doing that. You may be really tired of processing feelings or feeling feelings, but something has to die that you're not letting. You're preventing the cycle from coming to an end. You're keeping yourself there with that, like, self-sabotaging energy. But look, the Nine of Pentacles. This is the card of self-sufficiency. This is the card of self-sufficiency. Financial independence. This person has cultivated a life around themselves, an abundant life. They're financially independent and abundant. They took the leap of faith. They walked away into the challenges that were laying ahead, but they did it. And they got their happy ending. Whatever that looks like for you, it'll be different for everybody. Not everybody wants the same happy ending. So only take it how it resonates. But Ten of Pentacles, ultimate success, ultimate happy endings, legacy, I'm hearing. What legacy do you want to leave behind? That's a journaling prompt. Speaking of, let's get some journaling prompts for Pisces. Oh, I almost knocked my lamp over. Interesting. Illumination. Yeah. Spirit wants some illumination to take place here. So this is the Codex of Questions, journaling prompt deck by Emily Rose, Raven Relics on YouTube. Raven Relics Tarot on YouTube. I will have this linked, and of course the Oracle linked in the description of this video. Spirit, can we please get some journaling prompts for Pisces? And remember, if you are not a journaler, if you don't want to write this down, you can simply just take a screenshot and then think about the journaling prompts, sit with them. Four of Swords energy, rest with them, meditate with them. Whatever works for you. Wow. Okay. Interesting. A lot of journaling prompts just came out. I'm like, we can't read all of these. Pisces will never watch again. Interesting. Two about desire. I mean, oh, that is so interesting. Okay. What are you fed up with? This one came out, I think it was in the Cancer reading. So I will link that right here. If you have any Cancer in your chart, you'll definitely want to watch that. I'm hearing, what are you fed up with? That will help maybe clear up some things. Clear it up, clear it out. Clear it up, clear it out. What are you fed up with? Clear it up, clear it out, Spirit says. Interesting. I feel the most alive and joyful when. I feel the most alive and joyful when. That's what Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith on. If you already had everything you currently desire, what would you desire next? That's like giving the legacy vibes. What mistake or failure are you grateful for and why? That might help with this metamorphosis, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get one more oracle card from we're going to pull from the Desert Rites Oracle. For Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. What are you fed up with, Pisces? Let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing. Whew. Oh my gosh, Spirit, that is so many. Flow. Flow. Okay, well, the ones that popped out, we have unraveling thoughts. Yeah, getting clear, right? Inner refuge. I love this card. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's like you can feel her energy. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay. And then grounding in the present. Okay, I am going to read from the guidebook for these. I don't normally do as much guidebook reading as I am, but Pisces, your energy was so blocked for me. So we're utilizing the guidebook for you today, honey. Okay, let's see. Unraveling thoughts. And this is a new deck. These are new decks that I'm working with. So I'm very grateful to have guidebooks. Thank you for bearing with me. If you're finding this video helpful, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel so that I can better tap into your energy, hopefully. That's the goal. All right. Unraveling thoughts. On the path towards self-realization, the seeker encounters critters that tug at their ankles and storms that heave and swirl through the mind. Find the strength to release them and allow them to just be, and redirect your focus towards the horizon. As the focus leans forward, you'll find those nagging thoughts unravel and fall in a heap at your feet. Shake them from your boots and continue through the storm. A sound resonates through the chambers of the seeker's heart and reverberates back into the mind. With unwavering resolve, the seeker unveils a sacred covenant, a pledge to relinquish the chains that have bound them to this labyrinth of suffering. In this sanctuary, I shed the weight of anguish and embraced the liberating dance of transformation. May every syllable of this decree become a radiant beacon illuminating my path. With surrender, I release the grip of antiquated patterns and beliefs that no longer serve me. 8 of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you. As my proclamation echoes through the desert of my mind, I draw in the healing energy of my secret passion and empowerment. What is your secret passion and empowerment, Pisces? This decree will cradle the seeker's evolution and herald a transformative wisdom that will guide the spirit toward all that is in its highest good. Okay. Yeah, getting clear. And remembering that, like, while you're on this journey, there will be challenges ahead and you'll have to unravel those thoughts. That's a reminder. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, inner refuge. Oh, look how beautiful. I just can't with this card. This is just so gorgeous. Okay. In this space, the seeker becomes a haven unto their own soul. With each loving affirmation, you lay the cornerstone of a belief system grounded in unwavering conviction, fortified against the winds of doubt and uncertainty. As this sacred configuration takes form, the bluster of external judgments fades into insignificance, their echoes muted by the resounding strength of your inner voice. You are no longer swayed by other people's perceptions of you. Now you can cultivate an unyielding essence independent of external validation. You now understand that this experience of self is sovereign, a holy sanctuary within. You can now move forward with certainty that even though the tides and currents will flow unhindered, your beliefs are anchored in the unshakable depths of your intrinsic self-worth. Okay. We had flow, and if I didn't, what did I do with it? Anchored. Grounded with an anchor. Yeah, there's a message here. I know there's a lot of words that I'm reading, so hopefully you haven't like clicked away because you've lost patience. There's a lot of messages, like read between the lines, Spirit is saying. Read between the lines. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Last one. Grounding in the present. This reminds me of the Four of Swords card. Okay, page 37. I'm almost there. Look at those beautiful stars all around her. The seeker encounters the divine essence of grounding in the present. Grounding? You need to ground, Pisces. Okay, sorry. A sacred communion with the now that unravels the subconscious into profound awareness. Unravels the subconscious, and then we had unraveling thoughts. Yeah, those illusions, unraveling those illusions. There's so many messages in here. Okay. The sanctity of the present moment is a gateway where each conscious breath becomes a thread that weaves into the tapestry of conscious thought. This is a surrender to the heart's deepest calling. What is your deepest calling, Pisces? The seeker is no longer a mere bystander, but an integral architect endowed with a unique vision and purpose, a mission they can only fulfill. With every conscious thought, the seeker becomes a vigilant force in shaping their own reality and a co-creator with cosmic forces. This is very much giving the Becoming the Architect of Your Reality reading that I did. I'll link it there. The now becomes a collaboration with spirit, and the truth unfurls. You, the seeker, have a unique purpose, a mission that only you can fulfill. And in doing so, you become a radiant force, shaping the very essence of reality itself. Becoming the architect of your reality. The King of Wands, the leader of your life. Creating your Ten of Cups, creating your Ten of Pentacles. You may feel stuck. I mean, you did it. I'm sure you did at the beginning of this reading, and hopefully by now you're feeling a little less stuck and a little more empowered, a little more clear on the fact that you are the leader of your world. Even if it doesn't feel like it at times or seem like it on paper, you really are. There's always a way to leave behind what you need to. Always. Always. By resisting change, that's a choice you're making. That's what Spirit is saying. Like, ultimately, you have to unravel your thoughts to get your head around that, because it's an illusion to think otherwise. Now, that being said, you can't always walk away overnight, right? It can take time. It can take a little bit of endurance. And then we had Eight of Pentacles too, hard work. But you can do it. Spirit is there with you. Let's get some, this is like a long reading, I'm sorry. We're almost done. Let's get some charms just to like lighten up the mood a little bit. It's a lot of charms. Okay, we have a mirror, self-reflection. Yeah, taking some time to do that inner work and to reflect on the illusions, probably. Okay, what else we have? We have a nighttime forest. We have a mushroom garden with a little heart. A mushroom garden at night. Maybe nighttime is significant time for you to be able to go within that Four of Swords. Maybe outside. These are both outside. We have, we have a bee. Yeah, doing the hard work. And then we have Goddess Isis coming through for you today, Pisces. She is very High Priestess energy as well. Goddess of magic and manifestation. Magician energy. Okay, I hope that this was helpful for you. Please do let me know how this resonates for you in the comments, and subscribe to the channel so that I can better tap into your energy. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for healing with me. And until next time, I am sending you so much love. Take care.